We'll move on to picking our teams for the game then. Doyle, I'll come to you first. Obviously, Alisson Becker in goal. And I would suggest probably the back four maybe picks itself as well, but I'll let you talk us through it.
It does.
Talk us through it then.
Alisson Becker in goal. Joe Gomez right back. Canati and Van Dijk at centre back. And Andrew Robertson, he returneth. That's left back.
Yes. Same for you, Theo, I would imagine.
Yeah, I concur with our chief Liverpool writer, Ian Doyle. Same back four.
Excellent stuff. Right, I'll give you the midfield first then. I mean, it would be wrong of me to assume, but I'm going to assume that you're going to go for a 3, given it's Manchester City, but feel free to correct me.
Yeah, I think it's a 3. Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago. I think we're still saying that's Liverpool's first choice midfield at the moment. To be fair, with the injuries, it's hard to see them having much else in terms of depth. Just you need that extra body in midfield against Man City. It just feels that way. And it's not as though the 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1 has been this roaring to success despite an okay half against Arsenal and scoring 9 goals in 2 games against Rangers. It's not really enough of a test. Hopefully the defence is solid enough to go back to the 3 in midfield and not get embarrassed by Man City.
3-man midfield as well for you, Doyney?
I don't know, actually. Let's be honest, the only call for me is whether you play Thiago or Firmino. Now, because Henderson and Fabinho will play. If they're amongst the players that are available, that is. And don't know, Don't know. Because if you are playing those 3, are they going to be a narrow 3 as opposed to the way that they've been playing with the 3? Do you play Thiago in the kind of more forward role, but obviously not quite as forward as Firmino? It's a tricky one, really. I mean, I would, I'll be different. I'll go with Firmino. So a kind of 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, because Firmino, he always does quite well against
2 double sixes.
Yeah. 12. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, Thiago can be the double 6 by going on the bench.
Interesting. Big call. We'll let you go through your attack then. I suppose that again takes care of itself.
Salah, Nunez and Jota has to be. There's no one else left.
Yeah. That's what I'm going with, but I'm going to go with a 3 in the midfield to sit and then let the other 3 go up and do the attacking on their own. But Theo, Firmino or Nunez for you? I'm going to assume that Diogo Jota and Mohamed Salah are your wide players.
Yeah, they are. It's Nunez. He caused them problems off the bench in the Community Shield. He's got a couple of goals in the last couple of games. And Firmino seems to be scoring even when he comes off the bench, having developed that trait last year. Perhaps not as much of a game-changing sub as Nunez could be, but we'll go for the ones who can run a bit more, hoping that causes them more problems.
Well, this is the thing, is that they've got they can bring on a load of players if they want things to get, give them a bit of legs, because Elias and Carvalho now, they're, you could argue Firmino, if he doesn't play, or Thiago, to have a bit more control. And, if they're winning, then Milner will come on for the last 3 minutes, as he always does. It's always a good sign, to get a little hello from me in the ratings. And who else is there anyone else left? Any other players? Tsimikas, yeah.
Tsimikas.
Curtis Jones could be involved, I suppose.
I was going to say Jones.
Yeah.
Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Suddenly got loads of players.
Last week.
Yeah. The Oxlade-Chamberlain always does well. Oxlade-Chamberlain does well against City. Throw him in.
He got an own goal, didn't he, a couple of years ago against him?
He did once, yeah.
It was a good one.
He had that good shot once, so yeah, let's play him.
Hang on, right. Good shot. You can't say that. He did. No, because if Pep Guardiola, I can never get it right. Is it Guardiola, isn't it? Or is it Guardiola? I never get it right.
Guardiola, I would
Guardiola, say. Right, okay, him. The Man City manager. In the past, when he's pointed out Liverpool's attack, has mentioned Oxlade-Chamberlain. Obviously, he's not going to play, but the point being is that he has had a bit of history of doing quite well against Man City. So if he does get on, again, things must be going quite well for Liverpool.
Yes, I in some ways I hope he don't. I hope he doesn't, because that'll mean that every time he gets the ball, no matter where he is on the pitch, the whole crowd will just shout "shoot," and that really winds me up. But anyway, we'll move on to match predictions. I'm going to go for an optimistic 2-2 draw. I think. Doherty, what are you going to go for?
It's gone incredibly dark here, by the way. I'm not sure whether that's the harbinger of doom of me
He's in the
making a
office as well.
prediction. Yeah. I don't know, actually.
It's really hard, isn't it, to predict it, I think.
I think... Okay. It's a weird one whereby I think if it ended in a draw, both teams would be well chuffed with that. Genuinely think if it's a draw, they'd both be really happy with that and they'd shake on it now, because I know for a fact that City are still thinking that Liverpool, if not challenging for the title this season, they're expecting them to come on strong in the second half of the season. And City will just want to put... They'd rather be playing them now than they would be, say, for example, February or March. I don't even know when the return game is. But I think City would be happy with the draw. I think Liverpool would be as well. And that kind of... If Liverpool don't concede the first goal, I can see them actually getting something from the game. So I will go 2-2 as well if Liverpool score first. But if Man City score first, City win 2-1 or 3-1.
Yeah, 1st of April, the return fixture is. Theo, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it depends on the first goal, who scores it, when it's scored. Liverpool need to put in a great start. I'm going to be really pessimistic in the hope that I'm pleasantly surprised. So I said the chip 4 on Monday. I'm going to be slightly more optimistic and say they'll actually score this time. So 4-1 City.
Hang on a minute. You said that they'd concede 4 goals against Man City on Monday.
This was after the Arsenal game, yeah.
Honestly.
4-1.
They were shambolic defensively.
Our resident 2-footer Theo Squires has just gone in on everybody today.
Well, like I said, I'm hoping
Salah's dropped.
Nice
They're rubbish against Arsenal. Rangers are rubbish, so that game doesn't count. Firmino's not been very good, really. Cheer up. It's my job to be miserable on this podcast. Come on.
Well, you've just been optimistic, so I've got to work around that.
Realistic. I'm not optimistic or pessimistic. I'm realistic. That's the thing. And people, some people that can't handle that. Just fine. Other podcasts are available.
Yes. Please do stick with us.
Don't listen to them.
Well, yeah, I think that bombshell 4-1 to Manchester City, says Theo Squires. I think we'll leave it there. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.